while I'm procrastinating going inside the store, I wanted to talk about a question that one of my old friends asked me recently. She had gone on my website, thequeermillennial.com. If you haven't checked it out, you should check it out. In there, you'll see that my therapist has suggested that I get evaluated for neurodivergence or autism, and why didn't I do that? I think this question opens up a can of worms, because to explain why I didn't do it, it goes into a lot of other issues as well, that I want to talk about real quick, because I think because as a marginalized member of society, I live in constant fear. I might not be the most marginalized group out there, but that doesn't negate the fact that just by existing, there are things in the world that are terrifying to me on a daily basis. First, I'm a woman. If you're a woman watching this, I don't think I need to explain any further. Number 2, I'm Asian. We've all been living this for the last 2 years, and I don't think I need to explain it. And if you think this only started happening in the last 2 years, you are wrong. It's been my whole life, and it's been my parents' life since they left Taiwan. Next, I'm hard of hearing, so every day I go to work, I have a fear that people mistake my lack of being able to hear for a lack of intelligence. And I kind of see this happening with one of our techs who is also hard of hearing. I get treated a little bit better because I'm a doctor, and I feel like our technicians get treated like second-rate citizens, which is wrong. I hear about the obstacles that she's experiencing at work, and I think to myself, she and I, we're actually the same. And that's scary to me. Next, I talked about this in a previous video that I shot with my partner, Foxy. As a queer woman and as trans woman, we live in fear of discrimination and judgment every day. Our video was specifically about discrimination in the workplace, but it also happens in just normal society, right? I feel like we've made strides as a society towards gay people, but let me ask you something. When I just said that Sharon was a trans woman, what came to your mind? What questions did you have? And are those questions something that you would ask a cis hetero person? Alright, so I want to talk about all these things that kind of put me at a disadvantage in life before I talk about this whole autism thing. And obviously, I do have a lot of privilege. I can come to Ranch 99 and I can buy whatever I want for groceries without really paying too much attention to the price. And I don't worry about whether I have enough gas to come here and to go to work right now. If you're watching this later, this is just the start of the Russia-Ukrainian war, and gas prices have shot up. So I still don't need to worry about it right now, which gives me a lot of privilege in life. And I think at the same time, if I really pursue this evaluation for autism, it might put me at a disadvantage. So I'm pretty sure that I do want to have kids. I'm not sure whether I want to have a human grow inside my uterus. And the amount of investigation that goes into families wanting to foster and adopt kids is it feels very intensive from my research. You need to get a physical health evaluation, and then you need to get a mental health evaluation. And I really want to ask, like, who is out there evaluating hetero couples to see whether they're mentally and physically fit to be parents? Like, that is my question. And so, if I get evaluated and if I get a diagnosis, like, how is that going to affect me in my future when I do get to the point where I want to have kids and I want to either foster or adopt kids? There's just, like, a lot of unknowns, and I don't know how deep they go into this investigation, and I feel like if I do that, I might be put at a disadvantage. I'm just repeating myself now. Of course, there's also advantages of getting evaluated. Like, if I get a diagnosis, then it's more likely for me to be able to get the support that I need. Like, if I do it, like, I could get a therapist that specializes in neurodivergence and autism in adults, and that is the primary advantage that I can think of, plus just to satisfy my curiosity. And so it doesn't seem like, to go through all of that, it's worth it for, like, some support that I feel like I don't really need right now. I feel like I'm doing okay. Or maybe I don't have autism. Maybe my neurons are just, like, out there, you know? Alright, I'm going to go in the store now.